What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some more news concerning Deontay Wilder versus Luis King Kong Ortiz. Now, a lot of people think that, oh, this is a good fight. This is a, intriguing fight. It is to a certain degree, you know, and a lot of people are giving Deontay Wilder credit for fighting Luis Ortiz again. And my question is, why? Why are you guys, and these are coming from that side of across the street, okay? You have a lot of the channels that, oh, well, Ortiz is dangerous and Deontay Wilder is putting himself at risk for fighting him again. And that just shows a real champion because he's willing to go in there with Joshua and anybody, but he chose to go in there with a dangerous opponent like Ortiz. It's like, you motherfuckers don't understand that the only reason Luis Ortiz ain't fighting Anthony Joshua because they pretty much put a freeze on Luis Ortiz's promotional company. So you're one hell of a power or a force to allow someone's or to manipulate someone's promotional company not to take a fight for more money to hold you for another fight that you've already been in once upon a time that you've got $100K for. Now, again, it's not all about money. It's about something else. See, like I've told you guys in my earlier video, Luis Ortiz, the narrative is everybody was ducking him. Everybody didn't want that fight. No one wanted that smoke from Luis Ortiz. And it appeared like that for a certain level. This year has cleared up everything that I need to know about anybody. Ortiz said, hey, I would have took the money. His trainer said, hey, I would have took the money. But the promotional company is the one that dropped the ball, but blamed it on Team Joshua because it made it look easier. And for all we know, guys, that could have been orchestrated to make people think, someone might have made them say, hey, you know what? He's lowballing because that's the narrative we're trying to give Eddie Hearn because we're secretly trying to crush this motherfucker. You know what I mean? We're trying to get him out of American boxing because he's our competition. And since he's our competition, we can't have him over here signing guys like fucking Devin Haney and Danny Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? That can't happen. What? He's supposed to be on the PBC side. I got something for Devin Haney too. That type bullshit. You see what I'm saying? They won't allow certain fighters to fight, almost like they're punishing fighters for not signing with PBC. Like they're trying some kind of monopoly in a sense. That, hey, you don't sign with us. If you sign with someone else, you'll never fight the fighters that you need to fight to make your legacy your legacy. And that's what's happening in the sport of boxing. Okay. Now, Ortiz, I'm happy for him because he gets another opportunity at the WBC belt. But let me let you guys in on something. Luis Ortiz is older than he was before. Now, I don't necessarily buy into the old narrative, but I will say this. The devil you know is better than the devil you don't. Okay? Luis Ortiz is the devil he knows. That's the devil you know. The devil you don't is AJ. Why would you go in there and fight someone that you don't know what the outcome is? See, that's the whole point about this scenario, okay? Everyone says, and here's the thing. People will justify the fact that, oh, Anthony Joshua, he knew that that fight with Luis Ortiz was going to happen. No, it wasn't set in stone. So instead, until it does, he can do what the fuck he wants to. He just wanting to let everyone knows I'm fighting in the States now. That's not the problem. If they thought it was the problem, that's not the problem. I want your fucking heavyweight champion from this country. And everyone's justifying him. Oh, well, he had his chance at 18. We're going to forget about 18. Right? But I'm like, dude, you motherfuckers are happy that he's not fighting Anthony Joshua? I thought that's the fight that people want to see. One face, one champion, one name. Now it's all, well, you had this idea. They're freezing Anthony Joshua out. See, that makes Anthony Joshua look really bad. You listen to some idiot like Boxing Ego, that clout chasing motherfucker, and he and he accuses Anthony Joshua of clout chasing. That's how backwards these motherfuckers are, right? I was listening to some shit on him earlier, and he was saying, Anthony has like knots and shit, and I addressed that in one of my videos. But then he was like, "Oh, well, physio. Why would you sell? You don't insult our intelligence for physio if you're trying to. You're just not even giving us a smart answer. You're trying to appear smart. You're trying to act like you're someone smart, and you're really not. Oh, like fucking Deontay Wilder does all the time." That motherfucker mispronounces words and shit. And Boxing Ego, this is my pet peeve on people that mispronounce words. Dude, if that's your fucking pet peeve, you gotta be on the payroll, motherfucker. Because you just said the biggest contradiction I ever heard you say. You hate people that mispronunciate words. But Deontay Wilder can say adversity as opposed to adversity. And everybody knows that. Everybody knows it. They knows it already. Dude, you have to be accountable for the words that come out of your mouth. And anybody that follow Boxing Ego, he's somewhat, we don't disagree on everything. But this shit between Anthony Joshua and the heavyweight division, he's dead wrong and he's biased as a motherfucker, right? And a lot of things tell me these guys, like I told you, they cannot say anything derogatory towards Deontay Wilder. They save it all for AJ. Like, what the fuck are y'all hating on AJ for? He's just trying to get the undisputed championship opportunity by fighting Wilder, and y'all motherfuckers act like it's a good thing that Wilder's not fighting him, trying to pretend he's something that he's fucking not. He's a fucking puppet, bro. That's all he is. And he doesn't even have enough sense to do it. And so it's a lack of intellect knowing I can't really do what I want to, but I'm going to pretend that I can. That type of shit. And you're pretending that you can. And these other motherfuckers on his side of the street are letting him think that he can. And actually, he's pretending. He's being a fucking actor. He doesn't own his own career. The secret meetings and secret. Why? So no one will know where y'all motherfuckers are actually making the fight or not. So if it falls through, nobody will know anyway. Nobody. You think about what Deontay Wilder says. He'll say some shit like, "Oh, if everyone's talking, if we get together and do it in private, we won't have everyone in our business." Yeah, that's right. Well, what if the fight never fucking gets made? That means there wasn't any evidence of anybody trying to attempt to make the fight. No one even gave an effort if it's all in secret, because we don't know what the fuck's going on to say yay or nay. All we know is you turned down a bunch of fucking offers and you offered Anthony Joshua $50 million on a fucking email that you refused to give any other terms to. That's all we know that happened between you and AJ. And you motherfuckers fist bumped one time. I'll do a video about that later. And that was back in 2017 when he was kissing his ass left and right. Now you come up over here thinking you're big shit because you envy what someone else has. And then the sad thing about it is he got a bunch of morons and dick riding racists that are supporting that narrative that he is the A side. He's not the fucking A side. He's getting more popular. There's no doubt about that. But he's getting popular for reasons unlike his own. He's bringing someone else's name to the forefront to make himself look good. Do you think he would stop talking about Joshua? No, he's not, because he knows that boosts his profile because, again, he was in England. He knows what England provides for that type of excitement, and he wanted that over here. He didn't want to fight for undisputed. He didn't give a shit about that. He wanted to do what Anthony Joshua was doing over there. That's the only reason. That's the only way. Okay? So that's that. Okay? And speaking of Boxing Ego, you're talking about shit on your face. Motherfucker, you got pimples and shit everywhere. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are they hating on AJ? Why hate on AJ? Like, why? hate on this man when this man is trying to get an undisputed fight together, and he's even willing to sit down with this motherfucker and talk to him, not jump into the ring, not make a fucking WWF appearance, none of that. Man to man, step into the ring. Oh, but now that's a problem with that. Oh, well, he knew that this fight was going on, so I don't even see why he wanted to do that. He's just trying to save face. I'm like, dude, and Deontay Wilder ain't been to a fucking Anthony Joshua fight since 2017. So we can easily look at that way. Why hasn't Deontay went to a fight? If he wanted to fight Anthony Joshua that bad, he should have still showed up and made people say, oh, they're making him leave. Then we would have knew, oh, this motherfucker got extra security. That's some bullshit. You know, this ain't Floyd Mayweather, right? Floyd Mayweather's a little dude. Anthony Joshua ain't a little dude. What do he need security for? You see what I'm saying? That type of shit could be discussed and talked about, you know, if that would have happened. But who's to say that Deontay wanted that fight at all if all he did was sit over here on this side of the pond and run his fucking mouth and turn down offers? Now, all of a sudden, you're fighting Luis Ortiz. Why would you fight Luis Ortiz that easy when you know there's bigger fights to happen? Oh, that's right, because you can't dictate your own career. And nobody won't say this, so guess what? I gotta say it because it's the fucking truth. So people can support Deontay Wilder, fine. Support Deontay Wilder, you know, but understand the truth about Deontay Wilder. He's fighting Luis Ortiz because he already knows what's in store with Ortiz. Okay, he knows he's a little older. He's damn near 2 years older now that he's fighting him. You fought in March of 2018, then you're fighting him fucking September of 2019. You know what I mean? Shit, 6 months later, this is a year and a half later. So you're trying to tell me, oh, he's going to be fresher now? No, he looked like shit his last 2 fights. People know that. If Luis Ortiz would have came and blew out those guys, and he did knock out a couple, but if he'd have went in there and just looked dominant and magnificent, nobody would want to fight him, including Deontay Wilder. But he didn't look that way, did he? No. And I'm a Luis Ortiz fan, and everybody that follows this channel know I'm a Luis Ortiz fan, but I don't fall for the bullshit. The only reason they picking Luis Ortiz is because they know that Luis Ortiz is an easier fight and a less fucking risk fight, or a low risk fight to fight now versus 3 or 4 years ago when they should have fought him. Okay, definitely now he's already beat him. And then he looks like shit. He looked old. He older. He looked slower. He looked like he missed a step. And guess what's going to happen, people? Mind you, shit you not. When Deontay Wilder knocks out Luis Ortiz, he's going to do it earlier because Luis Ortiz is not the same kind of fighter even when he was in March. Okay? He wasn't the same kind of fighter then. Do I want that to happen? No. But the powers that be orchestrate these type of fights because they know and they strategize, and what they do, they observe fighters. And they observed Luis Ortiz, and they know that motherfucker ain't gonna be worth a shit. Let's fight him again. Hey, we Foster Vern. We're gonna run that shit back with Ortiz because actually Ortiz did get us in trouble, and that's a fact. But what kind of Ortiz will enter the ring? I hope he regenerated. I hope he has his last best performance he ever has and knock out Deontay Wilder. Because again, I'm a fan. I want to break the wheel. And it's the wheel that's cycling this bullshit through, and you're giving it to the fans and trying to, oh, it's a good fight, and it's interesting to a certain point, maybe for a few rounds, okay? But he's already knocked this guy out, you know? And what they're going to do when Deontay Wilder does it faster, and let's say he does it in 1 round, okay? Everybody is going to glorify Deontay Wilder. Oh, that was so impressive, Deontay. Oh, man, the knockout was good. You got to understand, first of all, you did it before. Second of all, people been rumored about Ortiz being 50 years old anyway. I don't know how old the brother is. I honestly don't. But they say that Cubans changed their age just to market themselves more. You know what I mean? So, but it won't stop the Wilder fans for praising this motherfucker after he knocks him out. You know, an older, a year and a half older Luis Ortiz. But anyway, that's my take on it. The Ortiz Deontay Wilder thing, another recap on this. I already done a video. Guys, check that out. I'm going to upload this soon when I wake up. But this is something I had to get off my chest. Quit hating on AJ. If Deontay Wilder don't want to fight him, just say I don't want to fight him. Stop pretending like you're the A side and you got all this pull because someone wants your belt and they want to beat your ass and pay you for it. That's the only thing. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.